All right, next up is the Best Actor category, and of course, this one of the most controversial in the past. A lot of people balked at a lot of the winners. A lot of people
last year.
we
had a big conflict over this one last year.
Yes, we did. We really did. I was happy. I'm very happy that happened.
This one and Best Actress, we were both so butt heads.
But I think this one even more so that we violently.
Absolutely.
Violently disagreed, and which is why I'm going to start this category with last year's winner, Jeff Bridges, for his role in True Grit. Again, just another heroic, triumphant role for Bridges, which even he steps out of his comfort zone a bit in this film. Embodying the true tough, badass aspect of Rooster Cogburn. Just everything that it was everything John Wayne made it in terms of soul and heart of the character, but emotionally, Jeff Bridges gives it his own touch, which I think the combos of both having those elements really just drove him to make this performance as best as he possibly could. And again, I was blown away. I was just expecting him to be good. Like, I'm a big Jeff Bridges fan, but even I was just expecting him to be good. Like, not amazing. And he was amazing here. And again, that's why I say it's never too late to become a box office kingpin, because here he is, 61 years old now, with the success of True Grit in the box office, as well as Tron Legacy. So I say, hey, good for him. Good for you, buddy. You finally made it to box office superstardom. And I just love Jeff Bridges. I don't know what it is. He's just one of those actors that I always can never get enough of.
That's awesome. I don't really like Jeff Bridges, to be honest. And maybe it's just because I don't think that he deserved to win last year. I think Jeremy Renner was so much better. But we don't need to get into that now.
That was last year. That was last year. That was then, this is now.
Again, like I said in the supporting actor category, I definitely think that Christian Bale should be nominated for Best Actor. Mm-hmm. Mark Wahlberg was good, but that's it. He was just good. He didn't really spark anything in the fighter. And Christian Bale, I mean, I've always said that if you have, Christian Bale was a child actor. I think he
was, yeah. Empire of the Sun.
Yeah, and Newsies when he was like, in his late teens, early 20s, something like that.
Check those out if people can get a hand. You get hands on a copy. Empire of the Sun's pretty easy to find.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've always said about child actors that what they need to do is, do your child films and then make your easy transition and then play a drug addict and get nominated for an Oscar. That is what Christian Bale has done. He was a child actor, and then he did, he made his transition, and then he did the Batman movies, and now he's played a drug addict, and he should get nominated for Best Actor because he was just awesome. And he just, I don't know, like the first scene I saw it with a friend of mine, and the first scene we looked at each other and were like, oh my gosh. He was just awesome in this film.
He really was.
And he, like I said before, he was just as much a lead as Mark Wahlberg was, and he played a better character, and he played it better. So I think, and it's not impossible. You might be sitting at home saying, well, that won't happen because he's been nominated for supporting actor. Wrong.
Yeah.
2 years ago, Kate Winslet was nominated for The Reader as a supporting actress at the Golden Globes, at the SAGs, at Critics' Choice, People's Choice, all of these things. Come the Oscars, she was nominated and won for Best Actress for the same movie. So, it could happen, and I really think it will. That's my prediction right now.
I wouldn't mind that if that happened, to be quite honest with you. But I think whatever category it is, Christian Bale is just fantastic either way. And his performance will stand out regardless of the category. But I agree with your assessment, though. Your assessment is definitely
I think
very accurate.
If you look at kind of the contenders that are floating around this season, you have Colin Firth in The King's Speech, who was also very fabulous. Jesse Eisenberg in The Social Network, and James Franco in 127 Hours, and Ryan Gosling in Blue Valentine.
Yes,
both movies I still have yet to see, but look very, very good, and I definitely am going to see them. It's, again, same as actors. It's a strong category, and you have a lot of seasoned actors. All of these actors have been around for many, many years, and they have done many varieties of film, and they've been nominated for, I think this will be James Franco's first nomination for an Academy Award, but he's been nominated and has won a Golden Globe before.
Yes.
And these are actors that deserve this recognition. Whomever wins, they all deserve it, and they are strong actors. And Jesse Eisenberg, it's really great to see him kind of come out and
break the Michael Cera comparison that he always gets. Yes,
exactly, and it's too bad because he was solid in The Social Network, and I don't think he was solid enough to win, but it's great to see him play a role like this and get recognized for it, and I can't wait to see more of him because down the road he'll play a drug addict and he'll win an Oscar.
I look forward to that day. I really do look forward to that day.
I'd like to see Michael Cera play a drug addict.
He looks like one. But
he's Canadian, so he gets...
He's talented enough for what he does. Absolutely. Another one that I felt was overlooked is in a movie called Solitary Man, starring Michael Douglas. Now, of course, you got the Golden Globe recognition for Wall Street Money Never Sleeps, which he was good in, obviously reprising the great Gordon Gekko character. But this is the movie, in my opinion, he was better than most of anything he's done in the last decade. Mm-hmm. And again, he's just so good at playing a scumbag. That's the thing. Like some people are saying, "Why do I want to watch a movie about a scumbag?" That's what a lot of the casual filmgoers will say with John and Jane Q. Public.
Those are the best movies.
Those are, but that's the thing.
Those are the best characters.
He's human. That's what makes him. He's not just a cliche scumbag. He's human, and you actually enjoy his company on screen there, and that's what Douglas does in Solitary Man. You want to know what's going to happen to this guy next, and you even, at least from my experience with the film, you end up feeling just a little sorry for him at times in this movie because you just figure this is another guy who's just lost and confused and doesn't know what to do with anything in terms of his the way he lives his life, and just wings it without really thinking about the consequences. But once the consequences actually hit him, that's when you see the human quality slowly but surely as the film rolls on. And great supporting work in the movie too, from the likes of Susan Sarandon, and as well as even a small role from Danny DeVito and Jesse Eisenberg in that too, and also showing us that he's like kind of like looks up to him like, wow, this guy's amazing. I love those kind of roles. And again, Michael Douglas, again, Solitary Man, just overlooked as well. Leonardo DiCaprio, I thought, has been grossly overlooked for both Inception and Shutter Island. Both fantastic in both films. I don't see how the Oscars or even the Globes missed him.
I agree. I'm not a big fan of Leonardo DiCaprio, but he was very good in this film. And so was Marion Cotillard, who I just mentioned. I love Marion Cotillard. I even said that last year when we did the show, and
fantastic young
actress. I totally forgot that she was...
It's okay.
She should be nominated for something.
It's okay.
Supporting actress, I don't know.
It's all right.
But yeah, actually, it's funny that you mentioned that because this year, the roles, the actors that I thought stood out the most are actors that I don't really like. In fact, actors that I won't go just to see. And Natalie Portman is one of them, Colin Firth is one of them, Leonardo DiCaprio is one of them, and so maybe I'll like True Grit and Jeff Bridges, because it seems to be a theme this year, but they're not actors that I particularly like to watch. There's just some things about them, and I'm like, I can't stand that mannerism from you, but I agree, Leonardo DiCaprio definitely... he was very, very good in Inception, and it's not an easy role to play. It's not an easy film to carry, and he definitely did. Mm-hmm. And same with Joseph Gordon-Levitt too.
Absolutely. Another great rising actor who is almost 30 years old now. I think we'll be seeing plenty from him in the next decade or so of his career. So I think this will really be where he breaks out.
Yeah.
Also, one more I want to mention is Stephen Dorff in Somewhere. Again, you said earlier you haven't seen it, but here's a guy who's always been a talented actor, but has never really found the right role to really just define his talents. And this finally does it. Sofia Coppola, who I like, but I found vastly overrated at times, really makes her best film with Somewhere. And yeah, that's right. It's better than Lost in Translation, people. And she really just does such a great job of giving this character its direction. She grew up in Hollywood, being the daughter of probably one of the most storied directors in the last 40, 50 years, Francis Ford Coppola, obviously. And again, it's her understanding that helps this movie flow, and Stephen Dorff really just capture it. And he's not dull or boring. You actually you're just like, dude, start living. Like, you want to shake this guy, but at the same time, you love his endearing quality in this film, and I love it. And he's another one too. But this category will definitely, I think Colin Firth is one of the top favorites, obviously. But James Franco and everyone else, Jesse Eisenberg, all fantastic performers, all deserve the nominations. And that's what this show's mainly about, just the nominations. And I think that we know who's going to get them there. But I'm just listing off who I believe was just slightly overlooked, and I can't believe someone was the overlooked. But the best actor is the one that seems to be the biggest argument, so...
It'll be good. I'm excited because all of these actors if any of them won, I would be satisfied.
Absolutely.
Unlike last year.
It's going to be a tight category this year.